Okay, guys, so let's get started. Welcome to your Team Perseverance call. It is January 27th. We only have a couple days left in the month as we're closing out the new year, first month of January, and people are shooting for those New Year's resolutions, which they say by the third week was, what was it, Nationals what day? National, Give Up Day or National... There was a day they named it. It was all over online. Does everybody remember what it was? Put it in the comments. It was like national. It's the number one day that's most common. People just fall off with all their New Year's resolutions. But not us, because I can think of when I signed up as a coach in 2010, and here I am in 2020, 10 years later, and we're still going strong. But for the new coaches, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is David Atkins, one of the founding coaches of Team Perseverance, with Kristen, who's over here on the couch paying attention, waving. This is where we come to you guys a few times a month to go over news, announcements, recognition. And tonight we have a special guest speaker of our latest and newest diamond coach on our team, Griffin. So I'm really excited about that. But what I like to do before we get into that is I'm going to share my screen and get right into tonight's team call and a special surprise announcement of something we're going to be doing next week, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, so let's get right in here. If you are a new coach, you may be saying, what do I do now? Or maybe you have a coach that's a new coach, and you're saying, what do I do with my new coach? Or maybe you signed up a coach that all of a sudden now they're like, you know what? I want to work the business. What should I be doing next? You want to direct them to the announcement post, which is right at the top of the Team Perseverance team page, which is for our coaches only. You want to have them go through that post, which will involve step one of going over 5 short videos to help them get their business started. And then number 2 is getting them in a challenge group with the team. That is the foundation of how this business grows. So you want to get them connected to 1 and 2. And then, yes, you then eventually, after they get plugged in, want to do a getting started right call with them. And that's to get them on track to make sure they understand the videos, any questions, get them in the challenge group. And then also start introducing to them the Success Club system, business activity tracker, which is all in the Coach Online office. So that's there for you. Our Team Perseverance website has been around now for well over a year. It's full of information, training, so much value on there. If you are not have access yet, go to our Team Perseverance team page, search for the Team Perseverance website at the top, and it will come up with a prior post where it gives you the instructions on how you can sign up. Once signed up, if you'd like to opt in to get text messaging, which basically, like today, I sent a text message to the many people that have opted in just saying, we have a call tonight, Griffin's going to be on. Don't miss it. It's kind of like a reminder. You simply first have to be signed up on the website. Once you are, the email address that you have associated with the website when you sign up, just text that email address to that phone number, and that will opt you in. Okay, guys, today's National Wake Up Call was phenomenal. So some of you may say, what is the National Wake Up Call? It is the weekly call that corporate puts on. It's on the Team Beachbody 411 Facebook page. You should be a member of that, as well as the Beachbody Champions page, because that's full of trainings that Beachbody Corporate puts out. But Moira, who is the top 10 coach this year, 2 years in a row, number 3 in the company, who's a personal friend of mine that I've had the honor of speaking with her at an event before, getting to know Moira, who's helped give me some mentorship and tips. She spoke today about how she enrolls her new coaches and gets them to hit Success Starter and hit Success Club in the business right out of the gate. It was a very powerful call. It's every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. If you missed it, it's up on the Team Beachbody podcast. It's on the Team Beachbody 411 Facebook group. It's in many places. It's in the Coach Online office. You just need to be resourceful and find it. But I always make sure, if I'm in my office and I can, in between work, or I'm in the car and I'm, whatever's going on at work, if I can, I listen to it in the background. Otherwise, I always listen to the recording. So you want to hear Moira's call, and then our team calls every other Monday night. Some push goals for this year. Who's going to be an elite coach? Who's going to be a premier coach this year in 2020? So to be an elite coach, you have to be a 5-star diamond. That means 5 of your coaches have to become diamond coach. Or if you want to hit premier, you have to be at least a 2-star diamond, and you got to have 1 coach break diamond this year. Or for elite coach, you're a 5-star diamond, you got to get 2 new diamonds this year, and you need 105 leadership points for elite, 75 leadership points for premier. If you want more information on that, it's in the Coach Online office. You can look that up. And also, the qualifications to get to the new leader conference are there by the end of the year. You have to be a 1-star by the end of the year. Everybody at this point in your business, whether you are a new coach that just signed up, at the minimum, should be striving to be a premier coach by the end of the year. At the minimum. Like, I listened to Grant Cardone today, and he fired me up about the 10X rule with his book, and he was speaking at the GoPro Eric Worre live event that I'm watching the recording of the streaming, and it just was amazing on how powerful he was and about setting big goals and how we often play too small. Okay, guys, now this is a big announcement. Pay attention to this. This is a post I put up on our team page today. We will be introducing the business to 10,000 warm market people next week. I need at least 100 coaches. There's no appointment setting needing. I just need 30 minutes of your time next week, and this is how it's going to work. You guys ready about this? Who is familiar, and I want to stop the share for a second, who is familiar with what a watch party is by a show of hands on Facebook? Like, truly knows what it is. Okay, the majority don't. So watch parties is a new way where you could invite other people to watch a video that you posted or a live video you're on, and when you share it as a watch party, it gives a notification to all of your friends that you are hosting a watch party, which means you are watching a certain video and you are inviting, not direct message, but it notifies all of your friends that you're watching this video, okay? So I know I've always said to you guys, I live for every day to train and increase my skill set so I can help all of you succeed, right? So I'm going through 3 days of 12 hours of training from the GoPro event that was in Vegas by Eric Worre last month. And I gave this training to a bunch of the leaders to go through as well, because I am spending hours listening to millionaires in network marketing, not just Beachbody, on things that, in fact, they are doing right now. And this is something we're going to do next week. And I want you guys to follow me here. The average person on Facebook has between 200 and a few thousand friends on average, okay? So next week, it looks like Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time or 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to figure out the time frame. I am going to start a live video, and I am going to do a business presentation or a sneak peek into what coaching is, a webinar on my Facebook page, my personal page. I am looking for 100 coaches on this team to simply go to my video and share it as a watch party. When you hit share, it gives you choices as a watch party. If those 100 people share it to their page, all of their friends are going to get notifications, and we are essentially exposing this video to thousands and thousands of people, okay? The goal of this is to get this sneak peek webinar that we're going to put together, including some testimonials of some of our coaches on this team, to expose it to many people. So if you are a new coach, or you are an emerald coach, or you are somebody that doesn't know how to get your business off the ground, or you're a veteran and you want to just get this sneak peek out there, this is the time for you to go at the time when I go live and to share it. That's all I'm asking you to do, is share it as a watch party and create some serious exposure on the page. And you know what's pretty cool? In a couple of weeks, kind of like an old post, if we want to refresh it and bump it to the top of the timeline, I can create another watch party, which will notify everybody that was notified that a watch party was created on the watch party that was there. Like, it's mind-boggling. We should expect on average between 5 and 25,000 exposures or views of this video. Can you imagine what this can do for growth for the entire team if you're willing to share it? And at the end, we're going to simply say, if you're watching this video, please connect with the coach whose timeline it is that you are watching this. So we're going to do it for you. It's time that we go big and we start exposing that we are one of the top teams in the company. I don't want to be selfish here, but I was the number 4 male coach in the company for 2019. Okay, we're not playing small, we're going big. And I learned this little nugget today from a multi-millionaire that's doing this with presentations by leveraging watch parties. It was mind-blowing today. So if you have not commented yet, please go to the Team Perseverance page, okay? Look for this post that I, in fact, put up today, and I ask that you please simply comment that you want in, and then I will comment with the instructions on how to do it again next week. All right? Does that sound pretty cool? Let's do it, guys. We're here to help you, and I'm doing my best, and all of these are to learn so that we can help all of you grow. All right? Okay, moving on. Oh, what happened? There we go. Okay, some of the rising stars, people that have at least 200 team volume points, these are them on the leaderboard. January to date, look at all those names on there. Absolutely blown away by so many of you. These are the all-stars: Julia, Joan, Charisse, Michelle, Lindsay, Teresa, Caitlin, Joanna, and Devin. This is have at least 500 team volume or more in January. And then Shannon and Kristen and some other dude, over 1,000 team volume for the month of January, which are the legends. So there's still another week left, guys, because the month ends this week, so I'm excited about that. I want to congratulate Kristen for hitting Emerald this week.
Yeah, Kristen.
This girl is on fire with everything she's going through at home. Our prayers are with her, with her stepdad, I believe. It's in the hospital, but she's out there. She's working. And, guys, let me tell you, there are videos that Griffin sending her and I'm sending her that she's already found on her own on YouTube, on the team page, and is simply a go-getter. And that's the difference of when you truly take ownership and you're like, you know what? I'm going to make this business happen. I'm going to go all in. So congrats to Kristen. She hit Emerald in like a half a day because she put her heart into it. So congratulations to her. And I'm looking forward to seeing her get well on her way to Diamond Coach. Coach Summit, it's coming.
Woo!
It's going to be here, and before you know it, in a couple of months. And it's in New Orleans, in the backyard of our newest Diamond Coach, Griffin Lewis, who's been helping us out get pretty beads for the time of our life when we're there. All right, guys, here's the deal. This is the biggest event of the year. This is the event that took my business from nothing to 6 figures in the 2 years, because when I went to Summit in 2013, it hit me to the core when I said, this company, this opportunity is beyond anything you could possibly imagine. And right now, the ticket is like $200 off, and the special ends the end of this month at $165. You need to be at Coach Summit. You need to find a way to get there, even if you only can go for 1.5 days. You need to be at our team party. You need to be pushing to be a diamond for 6 weeks for our exclusive white party that we're having. You owe it to yourself to make this year your year, to grow your business, grow your income, and to stop playing small. You need to get to Coach Summit, and the other 3 events of the year, Super Weekends, you need to get to an event near you. Non-negotiables. If you are not at Summit, or you're not going to the Super Weekend events, then you truly aren't all in this business. You may want business-related results, but you can't do hobby-like activities, and that's the difference. So you need to get to Summit. The Team Summit party info is coming. The date's July 16th at 4:30. Team shirts will be on sale again. We're still working out the details. Kristen's on that. Okay, pencil in the time. We want everybody to be there because it was a blast last year. Okay? Second, we're going to have a Shine Bright Like a Diamond party at Summit.
Woohoo!
It's going to be the Wednesday night before. It's an invite only. You must achieve rank of diamond, or you must be a diamond in 2020, and you must hold your diamond rank for 6 consecutive weeks this year before 6 consecutive weeks before. We haven't determined the date. What are you thinking?
We did. It says it.
Oh, just last date to start qualifying is Thursday, May 28th. So you have to be a diamond by at least May 28th, and you have to hold it for 6 weeks if you want an invite to this exclusive party that's going to be on Kristen and I for our diamonds. So we're really excited about that.
We're rolling out the red carpet for you guys. It'll be a white party. We're going to have special things there for everybody who earns their spot.
And guys, don't wait, please.
And we only have 20 spots.
Don't wait till April to start hustling or March. Your success of hitting diamond or your success this year starts like 3 weeks ago. Okay? You need to start working now. Okay? All right, what's new? Some quick announcements, and then we're going to get ready for our guest speaker. Team Cup starts on February 1st. Are you on a Team Cup team? This is a great way to take your business to the next level. You're in a small group with 4 other people. You're pushing to hit as many Success Club points as possible. You are going to get amazing prizes and awards from Beachbody as a whole as you hit different levels of Team Cup. You want to be on the Team Beachbody Cup. If you don't have a team yet, post on the Team Perseverance page. You're looking for a team, get in a message thread. Even if it means you get on a Team Crossline, meaning another team, get in Team Cup. You owe it to yourself to push yourself to have a great February, okay? Also, oh, this is huge. Guys, I put a post up on the Team Perseverance team page about this. They are going to a couple markets, couple cities. They're going to Omaha, Nebraska, and Seattle, Washington for an entire month. And Beachbody is dumping millions into a media blitz. What do I mean by that? They're going to have all taxis with the billboards on top about Beachbody on Demand. They're going to have billboards. They're going to be doing marketing stuff on radio stations, both news stations, radio stations, TV presentations, getting on news networks, and they're going to blitz and blanket that area everywhere you look with Beachbody to drive people to sign up. That will increase customers that will sign up to go in the customer lead program. Beachbody on average used to get, I don't know what it is now, about 25,000 new customers a week. They want to take this back to the numbers when it was super high in 2016, and they're experimenting by dumping millions into these 2 cities. And if it does well, they're then going to go to more cities. Guys, this is huge. This company is literally putting marketing for you, and you don't have to do it. Like, they're calling it market blitzes. So if you want to read more about it, it's in the Coach Online office. I posted what Carl Deichler shared with the 5 stars and higher about it last week. It's on the team page. That's why I always say plug into the team page. You know what's going on. But this is absolutely awesome. Success Club 2021. We, in less than 2 months, will be in Punta Cana at the Hard Rock Success Club trip on our trip paid for. We can't wait. But next year, we're going to the Riviera Maya at the Hard Rock in 2021. If you want to have a chance to go in 15 months from now, you need to opt in, meaning you need to sign up and put your name on the list, and they're going to start inviting you based off your number of Success Club points. You get ranked by the highest Success Club winners and down. Don't be somebody in a year from now saying, I wish I signed up, and you can't go, okay? Sign up, opt in, The information's in the Coach Online office.
At least give yourself the option. Like
Right.
a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a new coach. I would never earn this. And you have no idea where you will be in a year from now. So please opt in. You don't want to miss the opportunity because you can't go backwards.
The trips are awesome. They spoil us.
They're amazing.
We've been 2 cruises, Disney World, Cancun, Riviera Maya. We've been to Punta Cana.
Mexico twice.
Cancun like twice. I mean, guys,
Yeah.
we love it. We're going in less than 2 months from Saturday to Wednesday to get spoiled by Beachbody. We can't wait. Okay. There he is with his hat on, wearing it like I normally wear. So I'm excited tonight.
He looks like like an advertisement for Beachbody.
He does. He's the man. I'm excited tonight to introduce my personally sponsored coach, Griffin Lewis, who's our latest diamond, who I have to say that was somebody that, guys, and this is why I want to share, and he'll share it, was somebody that gave me a lot of objections early on. And I just kept seeing with him, he's a dad, his wife Madeline, his kids, just trying to work through it. And eventually he saw the vision. So I'm excited for Griffin to share his story, his best tips. Some of you know him. He's full of energy. He recently got me a special gift from John Maxwell this weekend, who spoke at his church. So without further ado, this amazing father, Griffin, I want to find where you are, and then I will unmute you, and then I will share your slides. So let me hold on, brother. Go ahead.
Pardon the pompadour.
All right, you're up. I'm going to share to your slides.
Yeah, can you go to those slides real quick?
Yeah, I'm going to them. Going. Here we go. So the first one here.
Yeah. All right. So first off, I'm sure everybody can hear me. I just want to tell y'all, like, I am nothing special. I am just like every single person that has come in here. Just like all of y'all who have come in with a vision or something that you want to see for yourself. You didn't come in here just to come into Beachbody and pay money for something. Like, you came in for a reason, and I came in for a reason. And so just a tad about me before I go into all of that stuff. There you go. So born and raised in Central Mississippi. I'm a Jackson, Mississippi boy, and then moved to New Orleans. And Lance Ramlett, you will laugh because, yes, I'm not really in New Orleans. I'm about 30 minutes north of there. Yeah. But it's easier to tell people I live in New Orleans than Mandeville because people really have no clue where Mandeville is. Anyway, you can see married to my wife, Madeline, for 9 years, who is an enrolled coach of mine. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. I'm also a daddy to Liam, who is 7, Hudson 5, and Quinn, that's 3. I am a full-time biotech sales rep. Like I put there, yes, I sell drugs. I sell drugs all day, every day, y'all. And I think some of the other drug dealers make more money than I do, but I have a 401k. They don't have that. Yeah. Also, my wife and I are very active at our church. We lead worship at our church, and lead a small group at our church of awesome people that are very dear to our hearts. And then this last picture of things that you see are 2 little knuckleheads that wrangled me into this whole thing. And that was the first time I got to meet them in person in that picture at Summit in Indianapolis last year. And it was surreal, honestly, because you feel like you talk to these people all day long online, and like a lot of y'all do with your people, but when you meet them in person, it's like you've known each other for a long time, and it just felt like home. So that's kind of what Team Perseverance is for me. They've created an atmosphere, Dave and Kristen have, to where you feel like you're at home and not like you have to do anything to perform or anything like that. So, all right, from that, let me go through and give y'all a little bit of an outline of me, as I am super weird watching myself on here. First off, I want to give a shout out to my coaches that are on here. Hello. I'm so glad y'all are here. second off, let me go through and give y'all just a tad of an outline of me coming into this, because Dave alluded a little bit to it. Well, first off, before that, so me in fitness. I competed in CrossFit, and some of y'all who know me know a lot of my journey, but if you don't, here it is. I competed in CrossFit for 5 years, and did regional competitions, was on teams doing competitions like that. Was like uber like into that. Well, then I started having babies. And for those of you that have babies, sweet, let me look at Jennifer McDowell. Bless you, girl. I feel you. I feel you rocking that baby tonight on the video. I was there. I understand. A lot of us were there. We understand. And thank you for like choosing to take time tonight. So I started having babies, and I was like, I don't have time to compete anymore in this. I've got to be home. I would go to the box at 4:30 every day, and then, when you're a dad, you come home at 5:30. You're like, okay, it's like crunch time. Food, bath, bed, all of that. Helping your wife who is out, like just doing everything. Then, okay, so I was like, you know what? I got to step back from this. Well, then I just went back to the gym and I got bored. All right. I was just bored doing the regular stuff at the gym. And so I thought, what would be really fun is to do a men's physique competition, which I thought was, you just lift weights. Like, you look pretty on stage, like you just do your stuff, and that's all it is. Dumbest and hardest thing I've ever done in my life. All right. The food, all of that was nuts. So Madeline called it our fourth kid. In fact, I remember one night she was laying in bed postpartum, and I'm in here cooking food. She's like, I'm looking like a, washed up whale, and Griffin's looking the best he's ever looked in his life. And honestly, I'm like, it's the hardest. It was bad. Shouldn't have done it, but I learned a crap ton about food and about working out. All right. So then gave that up, because it was not healthy for my family, honestly, again. So I go back to the gym, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna work out, be daddy. And then here comes this New York State trooper who messages me, probably didn't message me personally, probably came from his bot that came to me. And I get it, and I'm thinking to myself, honestly, random, it's a random message, because I'm pretty protective. Most people on social media that I have are just my friends and all. So it's this message from a guy, and I respond to it. And long story short, he's saying, like, I'm a trooper. I'm like, all right, well, I'll respond to that, because I respect anybody that's in the service. And a first responder, and absolutely in New York that's a trooper. So I responded to him. I trusted it. And I was like, here's what I do, for my workouts, whatever. Well, it spurred conversation. And all of y'all who've been at Beachbody for a while know exactly what I'm talking about. It was conversation for him that was very strategic, but I didn't know that. I didn't realize it was strategic until now, when Yaya jokes on me. And so here I am, about 2.5 months later, of me telling him, first off, finding out he's in Beachbody. I will say this. He never mentioned it. I asked, what are you doing? Because I went on his page and I started looking at his pictures and his stuff. And I asked, what are you doing? And he still never mentioned Beachbody. He just showed a lot of his work. And so once I found out that it was Beachbody in a multi-level marketing scheme, as we called it, I was like, no go. I'm out. Dunzo. I can't stand that stuff. I got off of Facebook, y'all, for 5 years because I did not want to be sold a single thing, and was just off of it. And I was shut out to it, done. And so gave Dave like the hardest time, and praise God that he stayed and sought me out. And there's a whole different backstory for him there that I think can go into it, of his growth to be able to handle that. But I was like, no, I don't believe in any of this. I'm not doing it. I really don't need the fitness stuff. Like I got my stuff going. So after a while, like I said, it was 2.5 months. He was persistent and kind. and never pushed anything on me. And I finally thought to myself, okay, well, why am I pushing this so hard? Is it because I really think I want to do it, but I've already said so much about other MLMs that I can't do this anymore? So I sat down with my wife one night and I said, look, I really have always wanted to be a personal trainer. I'm not going to be a personal trainer. I don't have time for that now. Like, I have 3 kids, I got stuff, but this kind of scratches that itch. Like, I always tell people, I'm not a trainer. David's not a trainer. None of us are trainers. Some of you might be trainers, I really don't know. But it scratches that itch of me just being surrounded with people who are fitness minded and who want solutions. And so I thought about that. And then I thought, well, I work out every day. So why would I not take a passion of mine that I do and start to make it into like a business for me and my family? So finally it was, I guess, Dave called me one day and we were talking on the phone and I was like, let's do it. We're done. And from then, I guess I signed up and we've never looked back. There's a lot of journey from there, but I really want to move on to more of going through, like I said, when look, y'all, I have notes. I will sit here and talk forever. I have written out notes. Say I went to a coffee shop and wrote out notes of stuff I need to talk about.
Griffin, I wanted to just add something that he said. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys.
Okay.
The reason why, and he said that I was, persistent and, kind of whatever. This is why, guys. My question I want you to ask internally yourself is, do you believe in what we have to offer? Because if you don't, then the only person you're fooling is yourself. I believe in what this has done for my health. I believe in what it's done for me financially. I believe in what it's done for so many of you. And when you truly believe in that, your posture is, you know what? I am very strong and proud of what I am. I don't invite and feel scared. I'm proud of it. So when Griffin gave me strong objections, I want you to paint the picture. On the other end was me saying, it's my goal for him to see something that he doesn't see in himself yet.
I love that.
And I think for all of you is, if you've had a change in your life, in the Beachbody, in the programs, you need to be proud of that and feel grateful for that and realize it's a gift. And if you see something in somebody, be patient, but don't give up even with the objections. So that's all I wanted to add. And Griffin, go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, that was perfect. And please interject all the time, because this was a two-way between me and you. It's been a two-way between me and you for a year and a half now. So with that being said, look, Dave, Kristen calls it and Dave calls it like maybe a chicken list. I don't know if I was on his chicken list, but there are people that I reach out to all the time, like, oh, this dude's like really into fitness and, like doing the stuff. I'm like, well, so was I. Why am I scared of inviting somebody? Why am I scared of showing someone what has happened with me? I'm just sharing my story, which is what I'm doing with y'all tonight. That's what I do with the people that I have on my team. So let me go real quick into how I hit Emerald, because I know this whole thing is like getting to Diamond, but I do have a few things I want to leave y'all with after that. So I hit Emerald really quick. If you have a spouse and your spouse is not in your weak leg, shame. Put them in immediately, all right? Because that is what helped me reach Diamond. I knew that I had the coaches. I knew I had the coaches coming forward. Like, I was signing up, coach. I had them all coming in. I had a lot of coaches that I was signing up. I was hitting Success Club month after month after month, signing up coaches, all right? And so let me go. I've got a few things I'm saying here. This is my way to Diamond. Let me go through here. Diamond first, all right? So I was Emerald, and I was putting coach after coach after coach, and then I thought to myself, why am I not moving forward? Why do I have all of these coaches, but nothing has happened? I'm still sitting at Emerald, and I've got, 10 coaches in each leg, and I can tell you exactly why, and it goes to my previous point that I have written down here, that Dave had to talk to me about, and y'all, he has coached me through so much through so much. But it was personal development. Like I'm a leader locally where I am. You know, I'm a leader in my church. You saw that stuff earlier. I'm a leader with the people in my small group. I'm a leader in my business. But when you start to reach out to people who you don't know, that are following you because of what they see, what they believe, what they know of you, and if I am not prepared to lead those people in a way that is more than they need, then they're going to drop off. And I saw that. I hate reading. Okay. I do not like to read books in the least. In fact, I really don't like to listen to books in the least. And everybody's like, oh, just Audible. I would rather listen to like a Netflix show, you know, like while I'm driving, just mindless something. But none of that moves me forward. None of that moves my business forward, my family forward, nothing. And until I understood that, until I understood the mental game of this, that I would never progress. I was adding coaches and losing coaches left and right because there was nothing I could offer them. I was like, hey, I just thought you're going to come in and do what I did. Like just jump in, dive in, do it for the business and add people. That did not happen. And it didn't play out like that. And until I decided to develop myself, to not just like in scripture, because I do it all the time, but develop myself in leadership and learning how to lead leaders, my business went nowhere for a year and a half. Y'all, nowhere. Like I was getting people all the time. I was hitting Success Club all the time. But was I moving forward? Was I leading a team? No, that wasn't happening. So until I started developing myself, that's how stuff started moving forward. And so more towards Diamond, I will tell you this, it was very strategic. It was, I wrote down here, nose to the ground. It was, I have this goal by the end of this year. I had it written on my mirror. I had it written on my vision board. I knew I had the coaches to do it. I knew that I had the posture to do it. I didn't believe or didn't really know that I could do it. And with me talking with my coach and with all of y'all who have coaches, like developing a plan, develop a plan that you're like, okay, this is what I want. This is how we're going to do it. And talk weekly. Did you do it? Did you make it happen? Did this happen? And that was a huge thing for me in getting to Diamond. It wasn't like Diamond isn't like, or Ruby or Emerald. No rank advancement just falls in your lap. It just doesn't happen. You work for it. And in working for it, I feel like I grew more than anybody on my team. And I worked hard to do it. So it was strategic. It was planned out, and it was working with people, developing people on my team. And that was what I missed out on earlier. So I missed out on just throwing people in. Coach, got a coach, throw them in. Put a coach, got a coach. SC10, SC5, amazing, got a coach, put them in. Awesome. That's a person. That is a person, and they have goals. And if you don't lead to that, it's going nowhere. Does that make sense, Dave? Are you?
Yeah, no, 100%. You have to be strategic. You can't be my saying as a ship without a sail and just floating out there and hope that your business grows, right? When at the end of every month, we have to have a benchmark of Success Club non-negotiable. If you're going non-negotiable, that's the benchmark. When you want to hit a certain rank advancement, we were helping with Griffin, we said, by this date, all right, what do we need to do to hit it by this date? We need this happen, this happen, this happen. All right, what do I need to do this week? What do I need to do this day? Kind of like that diamond party, you have to hit it by May 28th. You need to reverse engineer the next couple of months, how you have to make it by the latest May 28th. You have to treat this business as if it's paying you six figures right now. And if you don't do the work, would you fire yourself? Ask yourself that question. Would you fire yourself right now if you want this to be a six-figure business and you had to cut yourself a check for that amount? Most people say, yeah, I'd probably fire myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think it was very strategic. So no, Griffin, that's great.
So after like being diamond, okay, diamond is like, do I think that means like I've made it? Do we think any diamonds that are emeralds, rubies, whatever, 1 star, 2 stars, does that mean you made it? No. That just means you've leveled up and you're helping more people. And that's what it is. So don't ever think that a rank advancement is like, oh, you've moved up and you're doing something, you're making so much money. That's not what it is at all. It's that you are growing and you are growing a team and you are leading a team and you're learning to handle people and learning to help people. And if that's your passion, I hope that's why you came in here. Honestly, I hope that's why you're part of this team, because I can tell you what, it's David Atkins' passion. It's Kristen Atkins' passion. It's Lindsay Kaufman's passion. It's the passion of so many people that are on this team. And if you haven't caught that passion yet, you haven't been a part of the group. Plug in. Be in our Facebook group. Be in Team Perseverance. If you plug in, you'll catch it. You get it. All right? So the last thing I want to talk about, even more than just diamond, is this. What Beachbody has been for me. All right? Like I said, I have been in fitness for a long time. So Beachbody was not about this. Okay? It was not about me lifting weights. I knew the programs. I knew how to work out. I did not need Body Beast. I didn't need Lift 4. You know, like I know what works for me and my body. I did this because I have a passion for people and I had a passion for doing something else for my family. And so for me, what I was surprised with through this was the mental growth. That's it, mental growth. For me, it was personal development and realizing when I jumped in and thought I was cocky as Hades and thought I got this thing lit, I've got this fitness thing lit, like I'm going to knock this out. And for about the first 2 or 3 months, I was popping people in and they were popping out as quick as I popped them in. So it was me learning to grow as a leader. And that's what Beachbody has been for me. And that's what I want to put on here. Each journey is unique. Every single person that is in this group has a unique journey, and your journey is unique to you. And you will reach people that are unique to you. And this is what I'm going to put this up here because I wrote this today. I felt it in my heart. So someone, hang on, let me pull it back up. Because I feel like we can all go through this, okay? So someone rank advances before you. All right? Okay. Celebrate them. You know? Celebrate them. So someone hits SC 100 months in a row. You know who you are. Or hits SC 10, like month after month after month. And you watch their stuff go up. Like we all see this stuff happening on the team page. Or so someone is losing more weight and has an awesome before and after pic. You know, there's that as well. So someone. There's always going to be that someone. Quit comparing yourself to that someone and know who you are, know what you're doing, know where you're headed, and stick your nose to the ground on that. I don't know if all of y'all are, believers, but I will say this. That's fine. I really don't care. But I have to say this. It's from Proverbs 4:25 and 26. All right? And it says, head down. Hang on. You know what? Hang on. I'm going to read it from the actual Bible. Give me just 2 seconds, y'all.
You're good. And then we'll open up for questions after this, guys. If anybody has any questions for Griffin.
Just give me a hot minute. I try to like prepare things, but y'all, I do better just speaking from my heart. That's kind of how I operate, just speaking from my heart. So here's my heart, and you're going to get it right now. Proverbs 4:25, look straight ahead and fix your eyes on what lies before you. Mark out a straight path for your feet and stay on the safe path. Quit looking at people. Don't look to your left or your right. Quit looking at what people are doing. Don't look at Success Club. In fact, look at them, learn from them. Learn from what they're doing and celebrate them, because guess what? At some point, it's going to be your day. Your day is going to come. It's going to happen for you as long as you just quit all of the comparison, the drama, just stop all of that and focus on your people. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on what your why is, what your goal is, and get rid of all this stuff. Get rid of all that. Once I got rid of all of that, after Dave had coached me for a long time, I focused, and that's it. And now I just celebrate people that are around us. I celebrate each person in this group. Y'all are doing awesome. You inspire me every day. I hope you are all inspired by everything everybody does. I can learn 1,000 times more than what I've done. All right. I kind of feel silly even being the guest speaker tonight, because I'm just me. I'm just Griffin.
Right, but you have grown so much in the past year, even just the things you said tonight, recognizing that you had to grow, and you did, and it's come such a long way. Even the comparison game, I always like to say, don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 12. You can't do that. You have to focus with what you have, with where you are, because right now what everybody has is plenty. If you all focus with what you have, with where you are, you'll be fine. You just need to focus forward. Griffin, it was amazing. Does anybody have any questions for Griffin? Raise their hands about anything. Anybody? I have a question. Who's the next diamond on the page, on the team? I see Chris coming up. I see Tom clapping. Lisa Denoy is like a half an active coach away, it seems like.
Lisa, come on.
Yeah, Lisa and Kristen.
Guys, we have 20 slots at that Shine Bright Like a Diamond party. 20. And 2 are taken. So that's 18 slots.
It's 18 slots.
You better get your qualifications on.
I absolutely love it. There's so many of you that were so close, and then you slip back, and this is a new year. Yesterday was in the past. There's a reason why the rear view mirror is a lot smaller in the car, people. It's because it's in the past. Look out the windshield. It's a lot bigger. Focus forward in that path that Griffin talked about in Proverbs, and focus forward. And you got to be consistent. You can't come and go. You got to be consistent. That's the difference. Anybody? Any questions for Griffin? You're all shy. You're all rock stars. Kristen has a question.
No, I'm pretty simple, so there's probably no questions.
No, there's no questions?
Oh, yeah. Griffin, when are you going to make your own workout video?
Who said that? Who said that?
Your coach, Kristen.
That doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me at all. And let me look. We recognized her earlier. When
you get to 15-star diamond, we'll talk about that.
You know who should make one is Kristen.
Me?
Yes, I love watching your videos.
You're so funny.
All right, Griffin, question from Megan. What is your number 1 recommendation for PD? I can't wait to hear this answer. PD book. What is your number 1 recommendation for PD book?
John Maxwell, naturally.
Well, I know Griffin reads the Bible every day, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to hit you up there first.
Yeah.
If you're not hitting the source, you're not hitting the source, all right? That's just for me. Secondly, I just finished 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth for the second time, Dave.
Yeah.
Which is a John Maxwell book. But right now I'm also halfway through Build to Last. I think I start Build to Last. I've started it 2 times. and then just let it go. But now I'm halfway through it, so those are two that I'm really going through. All the rest of mine are really more spiritual things. I have one called Leadership as an Identity that I love from Crawford Loretz is his name, and you can get that on Amazon, but it's Leadership as an Identity from Crawford Loretz. And it's more of, this is where Dave and I were a little bit different from John Maxwell. He was, what I always knew of John Maxwell was just leadership, business leadership, all of like these tactics, these things to do. And I'm like, I love that. I didn't really resonate with it. When I saw him this weekend and heard his heart, I will look at his books flat out different now. Flat out different after you hear somebody's heart. So yeah, I'm about to go back and pick any John Maxwell book.
Oh my God. Say that again. Holy guys, you have to understand. It was a fight for this guy, and now all of a sudden she's telling us to pick any John Maxwell book. I love it. I love it. That book Build to Last that he said is by Keith Callahan team. He is a millionaire in Beachbody, and he wrote a book about how to build a team that will last to become $1 million earner in the company. It's an easy read. It's very, very full of nuggets and resourceful. So I recommend that everybody on this call, if you have not already, read Build to Last.
Other good one. Right there.
Intentional living.
Practical, just practical stuff right here.
Yep.
So Dave always said this as well. Like, we should be reading something for business, like Build to Last, as well as something for, like, that grows me in business, Build to Last. That does nothing for me personally. You know what I'm saying? That does not grow me personally as a leader. And growing as a leader and learning about yourself and learning leadership techniques, that's where stuff like this comes in. Yep. So Build to Last is awesome. Slight Edge is awesome. But I would say find something that resonates with you and that you can portray to your team as you start to grow a team.
100%. You have to be growing your mind, right? Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you need to be getting better at your skill set. Because everybody here is exactly where you deserve to be. And, and I even asked him, I said he could see how much growth he had to go through to get to where he is now. But there were months ago, he's like, this is ridiculous. I should be diamond by now. And I'm like, no, like, you haven't got to that point, and now he's there and it's coming back, right, Griffin? So, like, it's just growing your skill set, growing your mind. You have to be doing both at the same time.
It's a journey. Everything about this is a journey, like your fitness. Nothing happens overnight. Everything is a process. And you grow at the rate that you are meant to grow. Like, I think that
or are willing to grow,
right? And the effort, obviously, what happens is obviously based on all of your efforts, but the whole thing is a journey. Like, all of a sudden, we could be saying the same thing to you over and over again. Treat it like, I remember Dave used to say, treat it like a business, Chris. Treat it like a business. I'm like, I am. And then all of a sudden, one day, when I really started putting effort in, I was like, oh my God, I'm treating it like a business, right? Like, and like, he's like, I've been saying this to you for like a year and a half. I'm like, I understand what it means today. So, like, that's just the journey that you go on, you know? When things start to click for you, it happens at different times for everybody.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Any other questions? Tom.
All right. So, Griff, in July, when I see you in New Orleans for the Culture Summit, are you going to recommend a nice Louisiana restaurant for, like, because I love Southern food.
You better believe it. It's
Can't wait.
You'll be at a great place.
Can't wait.
Lance might be better at that.
Can't wait.
And I've eaten a lot of those over there, but I promise you this, it will not be on Tubi Mindset or the containers. I can tell you that. No, that's really good.
Hey, Tom, you're going to be a more lean, mean fighting machine by then. I met Tom in person for the first time at Super Weekend 2 weeks ago. The guy's freaking ripped.
Yeah.
I love it.
The guy's like, you know, unbelievable. All of you guys. It's great when I got to see him, and it's just awesome.
Hey, Dave, before we go, I just want to tell all of y'all, first off, I'm so thankful for this opportunity. I'm thankful that Dave and Kristen gave me a chance to share with y'all, because honestly, my journey is not different from any of y'all's. It's not in the least. There's nothing special. It's just a lot of self-growth and learning along the way, and that's all it is. And every single one of you, set your goal before you, you can do it. And I'm so thankful for this team. I could scroll through here, the people that I see all the time in this page, and I'm easy to cry, so I'm not going to cry. But I'm just thankful for this team and what Dave and Kristen have done for me, what my team, Team No Limits, has done for me, and for them trusting and believing in me. And then also, like, for the other people in here who have poured into me. Y'all, these people reach out. They're here for you. This team is here for you. Everybody is here for you. Dive in, do it. Do it. Thank y'all. Thanks for listening to me and my story.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, guys, have a great night. Guys, next Tuesday is a big night. Let's get this in front of 10,000 people. We need everybody on board. Please comment on my post so I know you're in, and we'll do our part to put the sneak peek together and make an awesome webinar. Really excited. Griffin, you rock. Grateful for you on this team. Honored to have you on this team. So excited to see you take it to the Star Diamond ranks, which I know you're going to get there. Other than that, guys, have a great, amazing week. Keep showing up, press and play, have your workouts. We'll see you in the challenge groups and the team page. Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace out.